are really getting hit in 2020. I can't believe Dhoni just announced his retirement from international cricket. But did it have to be in 2020? You know, like one more year? Welcome back to The Adaptor. I'm Ava, and today I'll be reacting to basically an ode to Captain Cool. Growing up in the era of Dhoni, like you're literally saying goodbye to your childhood, an era, some memories that you have associated with him, and it sucks that it's in 2020. Either way, let's get started. That long hair face.
For me, Dhoni is, I don't need a sentence. 3 words will do. The coolest one.
I think he's made a lot of selfless choices along the way in his journey. That's who MS is for you.
For me, MS Dhoni is a very passionate cricketer. Knows his ability and always backs his ability with calmness personified.
Yeah.
He became a leader. Millions को inspire किया. उसके बाद लोग उसके जैसा बनना चाहने लगे.
उम्मीद करते हैं कि रिटायर ही ना हो कभी, पर एक दिन किसी सबको रिटायर तो होना ही
है.
जो उनका इम्पैक्ट रहा है ना पूरी टीम पे, पूरे गेंदबाज पे, भारतीय क्रिकेट पे, वो काबिले तारीफ है और उनको उनकी भरपाई करना इतना आसान नहीं.
How will you?
Incredible that
Got goosebumps.
someone who came from places like Ranchi, Kharagpur, and then strode across the world scene like a giant, never seemed to have any trouble adapting to a different level of cricket. That's what differentiates champions from others. I didn't hear of him really for a long time until a producer told me, I've just seen this man bat. He's got long hair. He says he walks like a bull. He bats like he owns the place. Forget everybody. Remember MS Dhoni.
इंडियन टीम मौका इतनी मुश्किल से मिलता है तो हर प्लेयर चाहता है कि उस मौके को भुना लें और रन आउट हुए, तो उनके लिए एक बड़ा झटका था. पर धोनी ऐसे इंसान है कि वो ज़्यादा इमोशन दिखाते नहीं हैं.
One thing we should learn, like it balances out happiness, sorrow.
मैं तो अगर मैं थोड़ा एक्सप्रेशन दूँ फेस का तो ऐसा था मैं. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, ऐसा करके मैं बोला था अपने आप को. और हम लोग एक्चुअली वर लाफिंग कि द्रविड़ भी साथ में थे, और जो कि द्रविड़ बहुत शांत स्वभाव के प्लेयर है. हम लोग बात कर रहे कि यार ये एक्चुअली रियल में हो रहा है जिस तरह से बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं महेंद्र सिंह धोनी. हर कॉर्नर में शॉट लगाए, बड़े शॉट लगाए, छक्के चौके. वो उनका एक पहला जो इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे जो एक शुरुआती दौर का जो मैच था, वहाँ तक दर्शा दिया कि कितने बड़े प्लेयर हैं और कितना महान प्लेयर बनने के लिए भारत के लिए खेल रहा है.
Anyone who knew MS at that point always knew the fact that he was a very astute cricketer, very astute person, someone who was very sharp at all points. You know, he was on the button. He knew what he wanted to do. He was very clear about what he was trying to achieve.
That's the benefit of being like cool. You're just very observant about everything
when he was
around
the captain
you.
of the team, you also felt that he wanted all of us to do well, and he built that kind of an atmosphere.
He's a
When
captain,
I went to MS
you know?
and said, give me the ball, I want to bowl in the bowl out, he said, yeah, okay, do it. I know you'll do it. So I think the beauty of that World Cup was that everyone in that ground, no matter where we were on the
coach
field,
too.
when he made that decision to give Jogi the ball, we just trusted. So every decision that was made, every call that was taken was trusted by each one of us on the field and just off the field, just outside the ropes as well.
Look at the
And
respect
I think
they
that's
have
what
for
created
him.
that magic of 2007.
Oof.
That World T20 in South Africa changed a lot of things. We know it led to the birth of T20 cricket in its modern form as we know it. But the single biggest gain, beyond being the catalyst for the IPL, was the arrival of MS Dhoni. As someone who could lead from the front, who in the going what got tough was really calm. That's the first we saw of him. And yet who in times of victory was not grandstanding, was not putting himself there in front.
Look at him on the side. Oh.
Coming in, becoming the lead player for Chennai Super Kings. It started a love story with Chennai Super Kings that has just grown and grown and grown and grown and magnificent. The first IPL in 2010, all those
What?
Champions League trophies.
What
But
a
more than
poster.
anything
Ooh.
else, the finishes. I asked Rahul Dravid once many years ago, I said, why Dhoni? Why not Dhoni at 3? He said, because nobody will finish like him at number 6. He's far more valuable at 6. We'll find a 3, but we won't find someone
He's
who
watching
finishes like
everything.
him.
He's paying
And then
attention
the
to
legend
everything.
Of Dhoni
He
finishing
takes all of
that
that into
game
account.
in Dharamshala, where, as I've often said, I saw this white ball going against the night sky like it was a meteor headed somewhere. That game in Sri Lanka, where 14-15 together the last over, refusing singles, wanting to finish it himself. The aura, just the feeling of Dhoni, the finisher, just grew and grew and grew. And to be honest, even for in the commentary box, if it was 90 of 7 overs, as it once was in the IPL, you didn't think it was over. You said, how is he going to find a way out?
Ooh.
Not will he find a way out?
No, how? It's that faith.
2011 is something which was very important tournament when you are playing in front of your home crowd. World Cup is a big stage, and as far as bowling was concerned, for a keeper to be constantly communicating with bowler at times it's hard job to do, and he had enough trust in me to take the initiative or take the lead with that regard. That really worked very well throughout my career, and MS as captain was always the case.
और महेंद्र सिंह धोनी की यही क्लास थी, यही खास बात थी कि वो टीम को अपने साथ लेके चलते थे। और आप 2011 की बात करें, मैं तो कहूँगा कि उसके बाद से लेके अब तक 2019 तक भी, कि अगर आप विराट कोहली की भी बात करें, कोच रवि शास्त्री की बात करें, तो उनके लिए भी एक पिलर है। युवराज सिंह की जगह महेंद्र सिंह धोनी गए, तो गए और उन्होंने क्या किया वो तो मुझे कहने की जरूरत नहीं। आंकड़े दर्शाते हैं कि केवल स्किल ही नहीं, उनका जो दिमाग है, उनकी जो विल थी, वो उन्हें कहाँ तक लेके गई है।
At Wawa,
Just take
this is
a
our
brief
new
moment
routine.
here. And it's he's basically like the CEO, you know? You're only successful if you're
Backing
able to
his
bring
abilities. I think that's
people
been,
up with you.
The greatest asset which he had playing cricket. He has pushed the game to that stage where the bowlers are feeling the pressure and they're committing those errors which he can really
whatever your
capitalize
weakest
on.
link is,
That
if he's
something
trying to
which,
bring everybody
which
up, the
shows
weakest link will come
MS
up
Dhoni,
too.
the great finisher.
Yeah.
He's only been captain of India for 6 years. In those 6 years, MS Dhoni has got IPL titles, Champions League titles, but with India, he's got a World T20, he's got a World Cup win. And you could say that all that is because there were all these great players around him. Then he comes to England for the Champions Trophy and he says, I need an opening batsman. So who's my opening batsman? He says, Rohit Sharma, you're my opening batsman. It's changed Rohit Sharma's life. What a role he has had to play in the evolution of Chahal and Kuldeep. I've been very lucky to have had the stump mic turned on.
Like it has to be me. I have to be first, you know?
Instructions. There's almost as if someone's providing the voice.
Because if maybe he had that greed,
played a magnificent role in the
people wouldn't respect him and love him as much as they do today.
Kohli is one of his biggest moments. I think he's got an uncanny ability to just live in the moment and back a player when he asks him to do difficult things.
सिंगल डबल में उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ जिंदगी बना दी और भारत को फिर छक्के चौकों से फिनिश किया गेम को. His biggest legacy has been the fact that every time he's there at the crease, you have hope. You know, it doesn't matter what the situation is. He has played that kind of innings pretty much throughout his career.
I, as a cricketer, as a friend, am grateful to him for all that he's been to me and the leader that he's been to me.
अलग से काबिलियत थी, अलग सा टैलेंट था जो कि at the best highest level पे उन्होंने एक्सप्लोर किया. So thank you धोनी.
ग्रेट कैप्टन और ग्रेट टीम मैन और इंडियन क्रिकेट को जो इतना योगदान और आगे तक लेके गए उसके लिए मेरा ही नहीं सबका थैंक यू वेरी मच.
What endeared him to me even more was once he gave up the captaincy, there was no song and dance about it. There was no grandstanding, come look at me, captain, greatest, I am abdicating, look at me. No, just that's it for me. Thank you.
और मैं तो हमेशा से कहता रहा हूँ कि महेंद्र सिंह धोनी जब भी जाएंगे तब आपको उनकी ना रियल वैल्यू उनकी पता लगेगी.
Of course. Goosebumps? playoffs. Ooh. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to be able to fill this gap because first things first, I understand that each captain brings about their own strengths to the game and they have their own impact and influence on the game as well as the whole team in general and each individual player. But the way he took care of the team, that's going to be hard to replace because it's like replacing a parent. Impossible to do. You can find people along the way who will nurture you and guide you, but it's not the same as a parent. The amount of confidence that people had in him, like, oh, he'll find a way. Oh, I absolutely know that. It's kind of like knowing that no matter what, you know, if you do have loving and supporting parents, they're going to be there to catch you if and when you do fall. And if you're going to take away that safety net, it's going to put a lot of pressure on all the individual players. But I'm sure in playing with him, they learned some valuable lessons that they're going to obviously keep and continue with going forward. So his influence is not lost, but his impact and presence definitely will be missed. Why 2020? I understand, but still. That is pretty much my take for now. If you guys haven't done so already, definitely subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I can also be found on Instagram and Facebook, so check me out there. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.